If you thought the RTX 5090 was NVIDIA's endgame, wait until you see what they're going to be bringing as far as the RTX Super series goes, because unfortunately, man, if you ended up buying an RTX 5090, you are going to be SOL, because RTX 5080 Super, pretty sure I said 5090 in comparison to the RTX 5080 Super, but if I did not, let me correct myself right now. The RTX 5080 Super is supposed to be like right on par with an RTX 5090.
I'm just like waiting for NVIDIA to like release their NVIDIA RTX 5080 Ti Super AI Max. That's literally what they're going to name it.
However, right here, $999 to $1,200. The RTX 5080 Super, it's going to have 24 gigabytes of RAM, VRAM, 10,752 CUDA cores. So you got all these specs right here, all of them. I'm just going to leave it right here for a little bit as you complain about my Dragon Ball Z from the Game Boy Advance gameplay playing there that's apparently distracting you. Seems like a you problem if you're not capable of looking at the specs right here and my Dragon Ball Z game is distracting you. Because, dude, I got some serious ADHD, and even I am capable of looking at this. So let's go ahead and move on here. Here's the full leaked details on the RTX 5080 Super, RTX 5070 Ti Super, and really I'm just giving you this article as well to show that this is not the only article covering this stuff. Like, this is basically an RTX 5090. Just so we're clear, yes, I'm fully aware the 5090 is like basically double the performance of an RTX 5080, but with all these like AI features that are coming in and all these like how the AI programs work, the AI software works, like DLSS and all of the super sampling crap that AMD and NVIDIA seem to like really be focusing on right now, which is, I don't really have an issue with that. I mean, if games are more fun and AI can make the games more fun without making them garbage, then I don't really have a problem with that. I like where I see people having an issue with this stuff is like if you have a really low end computer and you're using some like upscaling or like trying to boost your frame rate with an AI program and your game is only running at 30 frames per second, like you can feel a delay because your game's running at 30 frames per second and you have a garbage computer. So like, or if you're trying to upscale your game into like 8K territory or something and you expect your 8K territory to run good at a higher frame rate for some reason, dude. I don't know, man. The AI program. So the reason I'm talking about this is because like in comparison to what a 5090 is capable of, if you're like trying to design an AI program, okay, I can get it. Like a 5090 isn't even good for that. But if you're just using like local AI programs on your computer, the VRAM is the most important part. And it's just like with the memory bus, the TGP, obviously the pricing as well, you know, price to performance. It's just, it seems like it's going to be like, I have a 4090. I still have a 4090 in my computer, and like the 5080 Super is something that I would like actually consider upgrading to. The reason I didn't get the 5090 is mostly due to the black screens and all the issues that people are having with it. Plus, when the 5090 did like first come out, there was a huge delay in like the video editing programs like DaVinci, Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, and all like the software that I use to create the content across each of my channels. Like it wasn't supported in these programs. And when I have a 4090, man, I don't really use my computer to play games. I don't really use it to play PC games that require a 5090 to enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I'm 99.99999% of the time that I play games, I'm using emulators. And you literally can like emulate pretty much every single console up to the PS3 era with like a little $500 mini PC. And then the PC this one right here, we just barely built because I was running into a problem with this little mini PC right there on Xbox and Xbox 360 emulators. Like the Xbox and the Xbox 360 emulator, they weren't optimized very well. So like the mini PC can't really run those. So I built a dedicated computer for that because like Xbox was like, that's the console I had growing up. And then I went over to the PS2 like a little bit later on, but there was only like certain PS2 games that I have a lot of memories with. I'm getting a little bit down the rabbit hole here. Seeing it to believe it. We're going to go ahead and get back to the actual topics in this video. So next up, seeing it to believe it, populate 3D worlds quickly with NVIDIA AI blueprints. Again, this is what I'm talking about with AI, man. Like, there's so many. So NVIDIA AI blueprints, I don't want to get too far off topic here. Let's read these two paragraphs. Generative AI. This assists artists by expediting, your boy's terrible at reading, expediting intermediate tasks like suggesting and generating draft objects to prototype a scene, but it can be technically challenging to connect multiple AI models to unleash these accelerated workflows. Don't even remember what I just read. NVIDIA AI blueprints help address this challenge by providing sample workflows so that users can skip the hyper-technical stages and quickly benefit from advanced generative AI techniques. Plus, AI blueprints can be tailored for each user's particular needs. This was actually worded in a non-genius manner with 7,000 big words that I don't understand, so I can actually grasp my level of intelligence is 8. Would you stop? Get out of here with your ads, dude. I can actually grasp this one. This right here, there's too many big words in the same paragraph, so I don't remember it. Generative AI, though, basically, that's pretty self-explanatory. It generates stuff. And then this right here, the NVIDIA AI blueprints. So the reason I'm talking about this, man, is because Google is also like their Nano Banana, like their AI photo generator that they got going on right now. All like the photo thing where like you can place a photo and like you can literally explore the photo. You can turn like photos into like literal games, and just like all these like generative like things, dude. It's just really cool to see. So the reason I'm so hesitant to say what I want to say right now is because AI is killing YouTube. Like and I'm sure that all of you are aware of this as well, which is honestly why I get so frustrated with the comments of people expecting me to friggin' copy and paste every other creator on this program or every other creator on the platform with perfectly scripted commentaries, just reading a script written by AI. Dude, making videos all in the same format, talking head, then you got a little bit of B-roll, then back to talking head, then a little bit of B-roll, then back to talking head, a little bit of B-roll. Oh, hey, let me go over here and download NVIDIA's trailer. Oh, let me come over here and download this company's trailer. Let me come over here and download this game trailer. Let me download all these videos I do not own and do not give a crap about. I'm just going to download the trailers, not even going to get my own gameplay. Or you get these PC hardware channels. Oh, let me talk about PC hardware, but I never build computers. I still have a computer that's 20 years old, Ryzen 3 CPU, little GTX 970. Dude, is it not obvious to you that they're just making videos to make videos and could give a subsingular F less about what they're talking about? That's just how I see it. And then you're watching, oh, we got an ad right here. Oh, followed by a sponsor. Oh, followed by my own company. Oh, followed by another ad. Oh, followed by another affiliate marketing deal. Oh, well, next video. Oh, best cameras that I do not own, have never used, and I'm going to make money from, and you will hate because I've never used them. And then you get recommended an AI generated video. Listen, dude, if that's what floats your boat and you really enjoy that, that's great. You should probably not watch me. I'm a real human being talking like a friend would talk. So if you don't like me being a real human, you can go and watch one of the other billions of other creators copy and pasting one another, using AI to generate every single video they make, generate every single script they read to you. If that's what floats your boat, dog, then I'm like the last channel you should be watching because I will never do that. That's not, I absolutely hate when I can tell somebody is reading something. I can hate when people try to be perfect. I can hate when I can tell somebody's fake. I hate when I can tell the video was intentionally made to increase viewership and watch time. Oh my God, let me scream with a bunch of text popping up on screen and do something that nobody would ever do in their life. let me build this computer. Oh, let me buy this $7,000 Asus golden graphics card and build this computer right here just so I can have this $7,000 AI. Hey, let me entertain you for I'm gonna go ahead and quit. Because it is, dude. It's so freaking it's irritating the crap out of me. And if that's literally what people like, man, whatever. So back to the point of what I was saying and why this is like so hard for me to hop on board with is because while this does increase the creative side of stuff that people can do, which I love. I'm all for that. I use this stuff for that myself. But the difference, dude, is is I don't create all this crap and post it to YouTube. I don't go over to ChatGPT, have it write a script for me, use NVIDIA's fucking let me look at the camera while I'm actually reading my script to you, whatever that's called their AI software, where the eye like literally stays at the camera no matter where you're looking. Oh, hey, look, I'm actually looking at my monitor right now, reading my AI script that was generated by ChatGPT, but I'm going to use NVIDIA's AI software so that you can't tell I'm reading a script to you unless you're like sort of like smart and can like tell when somebody's reading, which I just seem to be a super genius to be able to understand that when people. All right, I'm going to actually get back. So the reason it's so hard for me to like either hop on board with this or not hop on board with this is because YouTube has a serious problem with AI generated content, man. And I'm talking a serious problem with AI generated content. Like it is, look, dude, it's nonstop. Just like AI video after AI video after AI video after an AI scripted video, followed by an advertisement, followed by a sponsor, followed by a brand deal, followed by me informing you of my own company that you need to buy stuff for, followed by an affiliate market. Dude, it's like, then you go like, oh, hey, there's a YouTube video, like giving YouTube. I used to be like 99.9% of my time used to be on YouTube. I almost never watch YouTube anymore because I'm sick of that. I'm just sick of even ad block. Ad block aside, dude. All right. Like, yes, you can enable ad block across all channels so that you can avoid YouTube ads, but it's still bad. Like even having ad, which I do have, even having that, man, it's still terrible because you get fake content that's AI generated, followed by fake creators, followed by people trying to sell you their course, followed by people promoting their affiliate links, followed by this brand deal, followed by this sponsor. So I'm going to go ahead and move on because I continue to go down that rabbit hole on the exact same topic. My point being is I'm all for people being able to express their creative whatever the things that they want to create, and I'm all for that, but YouTube seriously needs to enable some sort of they need to enable something that I don't want to say they should be removing like all the AI content, but they need to do something, man, because as somebody that used to use YouTube all the time, man, I almost never use it anymore. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one. Like I've gone to Prime Video now. I'm like using all these subscription-based video things, and really the only content that I watch now is literally long plays and podcasts. That's literally all I watch now because I'm sick of like top 5 Super Nintendo games. I used to love that kind of stuff. Top 5 Genesis games. Now you go to it and it's a freaking AI voice, dude. And it's everybody covering the exact same game. So let's come over here. So this right here, the reason I'm covering this is mostly due because I personally am having this issue every single time my computer boots up, where I have an Asus Z890 with Crucial's Gen 5 T705 NVMe. I'm pretty sure that's all that would really matter. I don't. So it's a 285K. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have 4090, 1200 watt Lian Li power supply. I don't really think anything else inside of the computer matters. But I'm having this problem where every single time my computer boots, and just so we're clear, I did use the check disk, ran it as an administrator. I used ChatGPT to ask what is going on, said there's nothing wrong. I put all the command stuff in it, but like everything is, it's still basically the error that I'm getting is it has to do with Microsoft Edge, some sort of cache thing with Microsoft Edge. And I asked ChatGPT if I could, whatever, like uninstall that browser. And it was like, it has nothing to do with the browser. It has to do with whatever, some sort of like Microsoft account bullcrap. And I don't know if any other people are running into that problem, but basically what this article is talking about is these are early NVMEs that were sent to creators for like to review units. And then there was also some sort of problem apparently with OBS. I haven't run into any problems with OBS, but apparently it did break. Oh, right here. Okay. Aside from the NDI. So this is like some sort of like streaming thing where like you can have OBS on this computer and then it streams it to another computer so that you can like whatever stream from a different computer. However, I just wanted to ask other people if you were running into that problem. So this right here, I wanted to cover this because it's tiny. So it's the next up, Intel Arc Pro B5 or B50 review. I almost said B550. How dope would that be for this little tiny fella? So B50 review. It's a 16 gigabyte. It's a small form factor GPU. I just thought this was kind of cool. It's ugly. The blue on it's ugly, but they do have a black version, and I just thought this was kind of cool. It's you know what I mean. The output is like totally different from anything. I don't even know what that is. And I actually want to say something that I mentioned this the other day because there was a podcast with Moore's Law is Dead. Okay, I'm mute. So him right here. There was a podcast with him and Hardware Unboxed, and I was talking about I wasn't talking about a bottleneck with the CPU and GPU. I understand what a bottleneck is between a CPU and GPU, but what they were talking about is there's some sort of there's a limitation to the resolution that you can use when you're benchmarking stuff, because if you go from 1080p to 720p, there's something has nothing to do with the CPU and GPU bottleneck, or well, it does, but whatever. So like if you use an RTX 5090 with like whatever, a 9800X 3D, and you try to benchmark this whatever game you're trying to benchmark at 720p, there's like a core, has to do with the cores inside of the GPU. Like it's whatever. So I got a comment. So, oh, I'm never watching you again. You don't understand bottlenecking. Dude, I can't wait until YouTube like officially releases the comment feature of like only allowing people that have been subscribed to you for a certain limit or a certain amount of days. I am absolutely like 1 week minimum is where I'm headed with that one, dude. I've just like I literally have like 60 different words and sentences like in YouTube's like insta ban list, insta delete comment, insta ban list, because it's like, so basically they instantly delete the comments, and then you can go into your comments, like when you're reading and replying to all your comments in your dashboard, there's this held section. I don't read. I go into it. There's a box you can check, and it like checks each one of them, and then you just hit ban. So that's what I've been doing, dude. And it just because they really are. They're pissing me off, dude, because it's like I'm all for constructive feedback, but when it's the same stupid constructive feedback of people wanting me to copy and paste other people, man, it breaks my heart that people have like whatever. It is whatever, dude. So this right here, Prime Gaming free games for September 2025. So the reason I was just covering this is because for people that want to build like smaller like emulation computers or want to get into AI, this is actually a pretty, I'm not going to say it's a good, GPU, but it's a decent GPU. It's $350. It comes with 16 gigabytes of memory. It's a puny little GPU. And I just think that this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's better than integrated graphics from AMD, and it would whatever. But the only problem was those inputs. It's such a small GPU that they had to avoid HDMIs, which is kind of funny. So if we come over here, Prime Games for September 2025, just wanted to show you guys this. There's actually a new Steam game as well that was released, and I really want to show it to you. It's this little Primal is what it's called. It's this little Primal game. It's like a little pixel art game. I want to show it to you right here. Oh my God, the first game. I'm so happy it came up as the first game. So this right here, I'm so getting this, dude. It's like this little like Metroidvania survival type game. But dude, you know what's so irritating though is that like all these like little pixel art games, the best ones include the CRT shaders. I don't do these. I'm not saying that the pixel art is bad. It's obviously I want to get the game, but the problem, dude, is like Primal Planet, the first gameplay reveal. Wait, this has been out for a while. 69. Oh my God, I had to say it. I don't know. I personally think it looks really fun, but like I just wish that they had like a CRT shader, like a whatever, the scan lines, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Dude, that too. I'm gonna close that because I'm gonna get way off topic. So the next gen, the like CRT TVs, like why did they? And not I obviously I understand they were massive. Like they were big. They were big. Whatever. They were big TVs. They were big TVs. So and they weren't eco-friendly. I get that, but like why don't we have like CRT like screens? Like I've thought about doing this. I haven't tried it, but the window screens there, you know what I'm talking about, like the window. You know what I'm talking, like you have your window, you got the window you can put up and down, and then you got the screen so bugs don't come in. Like imagine putting one of those, just like getting a border and just like plopping it like some sort of like magnetic CRT like overlay for people that are into emulation and stuff, or that like playing pixel art games on their PC. You just like go and grab like a freaking window screen and plop it on your monitor. I wonder what that would look like. I actually am going to do that now because I said it. So that's pretty much all the PC hardware stuff for today. The rest of this is just a bunch of like next generation console stuff, a bunch of emulation stuff, and yeah, dude. So that's pretty much what the rest of this video is going to be. So this right here, the next generation Xbox could cost twice as much as the PlayStation 6, and here's why. And here's why I personally am absolutely 100%, no questions asked, going to get this. PC games, Steam games, GOG games, every single game on your computer will be able to run on this. 2, Xbox games running on this. 3, Xbox 360 games running on this. 4, Xbox One games running on this. Every single game from your PC, every single game from the history of all Xbox games will be running on this, upscaled to 4K. So basically it's going to be I don't want to say Retron. I'm trying to think of a different company that does this because they don't really make. So for those of you that are unaware, Retron, Analog would be a more up-to-date one. Like Analog is making a new Nintendo 64. Analog has like a Super Nintendo console. They have a bunch of a Sega Genesis console. Retron also has this. The most popular one from Retron is the Retron 5. It's basically like an all-in-one console. Super Nintendo, Sega, Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, like all these Game Boy Advance, like all these consoles can run on this one console. But basically what this is going to be is like that. It's like it's an Xbox that runs all PC games, all the Xbox, like everything from PC but it's also going to have the disk drive for your Xbox games, your 360 games, your Xbox One games, but it's also going to have, I'm sure that they're going to have their own emulator. I don't think they're going to be using Xenia, which is what the Xbox and 360 emulators on PC are. It's going to have its own emulator, which is, at least to me, even better. But dude, it's stuff like that. Like they're so focused, at least from what we're seeing, they're focusing on gamers for the first time. Like in what? Like really think about, like, when's the last console that released where the companies were focused on the gamers? I'm like, I'm really trying, like, I'm trying to like be real, like, because the first one that comes to my mind is PS2. And just because of like whatever, just it was just but I'm trying to think if, even though the PS3 wasn't as good as the PS2, look, I gotta be honest, man. Like Sony has been such a or the Sony PlayStation has, I don't want to say has been, was such a good company. Like they started sucking with the PS4. They literally changed their slogan. It was for the gamers. What is it like? Like what is it now? I don't even remember what it is now. PlayStation 5 is just a literal joke. Like it's a joke at this point. Um so I actually do think PS3 was kind of, for the majority of the PS3's lifespan, it really was like I want to say that's pretty much where it all started going downhill. Like all the console stuff, they've just been in this like capitalist money making. We don't give a crap about anybody. But we just want to make more money. So either way, I just think that this is really cool, man. This is going to be such a powerhouse of a gaming console, and I honestly am very, very, very excited for this.